Good day, this is your European Open briefing for Wednesday, July 13. My name is Michael Florentiades. I am the chief economist here at xm.com, and these are the key points you should be aware of this morning's trading. The pound has rallied strongly ahead of May's confirmation as Prime Minister in the UK. The yen has recovered some of its heavy losses, on a denial that there will be a helicopter money drop, let's say, in Japan. And we have positive risk appetite continuing. Risk assets are extending gains around the world. In terms of data, not too busy data-wise today. We have Eurozone industrial production, inflation numbers from some big EU countries. We had crude oil inventories, but we do have the Bank of Canada decision. Later, we had Fed's Mester speaking earlier in Sydney. Dallas Fed's Kaplan is speaking later, and we also have the Fed's beige book. Now, we had a major rally in the pound following the news that UK will get a prime minister earlier than expected. That would be Theresa May, the previous interior minister in the government of David Cameron. So you see a very big spike from the 128.70 level all the way up to 133. So that's a pretty big move of around 450 basis points. A massive move, pips, not basis points, 450 pips. So why did this take place? Because this appointment reduces the uncertainty. It certainly brings forward the day that uncertainty will start to be lifted, and it saves the market from yet another bruising UK election campaign, a pre-election campaign, this time for the Tory party membership. Now, we have to keep this in perspective. A lot of questions remain to be answered, and there will be a lengthy preparation period for the negotiations. So this is still a lengthy process. Also, I would note that the pound is extremely volatile in the aftermath of Brexit. This could also be a short covering rally, so a lot of people might have shorted the pound and they were forced to cover, and that was a self-feeding rally, let's say. Most analysts still have a negative outlook on sterling, but this is a timely reminder of how volatile trading in the pound can get. And of course, we have to mention that the Bank of England is up next tomorrow, Bank of England meeting, where it's possible we could get some stimulus action in the form of interest rate cuts. Moving on to Wall Street, it was another day, another all-time high for the S&P 500, another strong rally, up 0.7%. Now it's up to 2152. And now the S&P is up almost 5.3% year to date, which is not a bad performance for stocks. Energy stocks helped yesterday because oil also staged a rally. We had a good earnings report from Alcoa, which helped. The economy seems to be doing okay in the US. The Fed is on hold, and these are some of the things that are leading stocks to move higher. Now, the yen has recovered some of its losses after the failure of dollar yen to break through 105. I think it was 104.97, the high in the US session. There was this denial that Japan will use helicopter money, or that the Bank of Japan is going to print money that will in turn be used for fiscal purposes or for some fiscal spending. So that denial helped the yen to recover. We also may have some profit taking by yen shorts, by yen longs So this was being long the yen has been a very popular trade this year and a very profitable trade, I might add. And for the US dollar, the Fed's master sounded non-committal during a speech in Sydney. She didn't actually say much in the terms of there might be an interest rate hike or there might not be. So it was kind of, yeah, the economy is doing well, but long term we see rates at a lower equilibrium level. So that was non-committal, and they are examining a rate hike every time there is a Fed meeting. Now, we had Japan's industrial output revision earlier. It was revised lower. We had inflation numbers from France and Spain, roughly in line with estimates. And we have industrial production from the Eurozone at around noon, but since it's a May figure, that might be old news. Later in the day, we have the Bank of Canada decision and the statement of monetary policy. We have crude oil stocks after that, and remember, oil rallied with risk assets the previous day. Not so many oil market specific news, but oil did certainly join the rally with other risk assets. We had the Dallas Fed President Kaplan due to speak, and later in the US session the Fed's beige book of regional economic conditions. We also have David Cameron, the UK Prime Minister's last question time in the Parliament, where then he will hand his resignation to the Queen, and then Theresa May will become the new Prime Minister all today. So lots of things to watch today. Maybe nothing really highly anticipated, but more or less expected what's going to happen today. For example, Bank of Canada is not expected to change rates, but it should be an interesting day. That's all from me today. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.